The man who killed 964 people. The nightmare of Germany. Have you ever heard a man so evil that his crimes almost seem impossible? Meet Christman Genipperteinga, the forgotten serial killer who allegedly murdered 964 people over 13 years. This is his chilling story. In the dark woods near Cologne, Germany, during the 16th century, a man named Christman Genipperteinga made his home in a cave. Not just any cave, this one overlooked busy trade routes, perfect for ambushing travelers. With tunnels that connected to an old mine shaft, Christman had the perfect lair to hide his crimes and his victims. For over 13 years, he hunted merchants and wanderers who passed through the region of Frasburg. Once captured, they were robbed, murdered, and their bodies dumped into the mine shaft below. Authorities would later find a stockpile of loot: wine, salted meat, weapons, coins, worth over 70,000 gulden. But the treasure wasn't the worst discovery. Christman didn't work alone forever. He kidnapped a young girl from Boppard and kept her in his cave for 7 long years. She was repeatedly abused and gave birth to 6 children. Each time, Christman killed the baby at birth, leaving the girl trapped in a nightmare she couldn't escape. One day, she begged him for a short trip to town, just to feel human again. Amazingly, he agreed. But instead of shopping, she ran to the authorities in Bernkastel and told them everything. 30 armed men stormed Christman's cave, and what they found shocked even the most hardened soldiers. Inside the cave was a horror show: bones, bloodstains, and a handwritten journal. Inside it, Christman documented every single murder, 964 in total. Each name, date, and method, his own twisted memoir of death. He was captured and sentenced to die by one of the most brutal methods in history: the breaking wheel. His limbs were shattered, and he was left on display as a warning. But Christman didn't die quickly. He survived the torture for 9 agonizing days before finally succumbing. Some historians believe the story is too wild to be true. There are few official records, and many details come from later writings, possibly folklore. But locals swore by the story, and his legend still haunts the region today. Was Christman Genipperteinga the most prolific killer in history, or just a terrifying myth passed down for centuries? Either way, his story remains one of the darkest ever told in Europe. Note, the authenticity of Christman Genipperteinga's story remains debated among historians, with some considering it a blend of fact and folklore.